Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Headmaster's Homeroom. I am Lady Hamilton. It is Friday night, art night. I'm so excited to see everybody here tonight. I hope you guys are all doing really well on this beautiful Friday night, ready to rock some amazing art tonight. Let's say hello to all of our wonderful viewers. Let's say hello to everybody over there on Rumble. I like to see you guys. Man, we got a lot of you over there. That's nice to see everybody there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello to everybody on X as well. So great to see you guys here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Hello to everybody on Pilled. Let's get those art and dance memes going. How awesome is that? And hello to everybody on YouTube. So great to see you. So great to see you. Oh, you know what? I love you artists as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As we are waiting for our guests to arrive, everybody do me a favor and hit those buttons, right? Hit those likes, those follows, and shares. So glad to see everybody in tonight. Just checking on everything, making sure, right? We have got everything going on here. I don't know. Oh, let's just double check the chat. So, how's everybody's Friday night? Everybody, I'm going to check with you guys and see if everybody is doing okay. I have got a lot of things going on here. I'll tell you what. Super excited about that. I'm just sending out a message right now. So let me check in. So hello, Frosty, Hockey, Cask, Handy, Infantry, Dominant. Is that right? Dominion. Sorry, my bad. We've got Donna's in the house. Gittin's in the house. Nice to see you guys. Nancy's in the house. Cougaressa, nice to see you. Gittin's in the house. I think I might have said that. I don't know, but hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to see you guys. Right? Good to see you. I've got so many things going on. I see you guys joining up into the chats. It's so fantastic. And we have got a lot of things to do, right? But it's so nice to be here with you guys this evening. You guys know that I have been packing like crazy, moving in a few weeks. So everything is good to go. But guess what? We're still going to be able to have our shows. I'm super excited about that as I've been able to make things work. So you guys, thank you. And please forgive me for some nights that I'm not here as I am packing like crazy as we are moving in a few weeks. So I'm glad everybody is settled in. I'm sure everybody's hit those buttons, those likes, follows, and shares. And thank you guys for doing that already. That is awesome. All right. So tonight, guess what, guys? We are welcoming our good friend back. The amazing Salty Mulatto is in the house. She was born in Naples, Italy, to a U.S. Marine father and Italian mother. Salty brings a fascinating blend of cultures and experiences to her creative journey. Her passion for art was inspired in part by her grandfather, a gifted artist with formal training in both art and music, whose influence helped nurture the creative talent she carries today. She's a self-taught artist since 1998. Salty has built her artistic voice through the years of studying books, observing the masters, experimenting, practicing, and most importantly, following her own creative instincts. From exploring the techniques of the old masters to working with oils, her journey has continually evolved. Today, she's discovered a special love for soft pastels, drawn to their intense pigments, portability, and wonderfully tactile quality. For her, creating art isn't simply about what the viewer sees. It's about what the artist feels with every moment, every layer, and every mark. Everybody do me a favor and please welcome my guest, Salty Mulatto.
Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
hello.
Hi, lady.
It's so great to have you.
It's glad to be back. I'm glad to be back, and I'm excited for this show. Can you hear me okay? I didn't test the sound.
Yes, I can hear you just great.
All right.
That's awesome. Well, we've got so many new viewers. They might not know, and I gave you one heck of an intro and description, but tell us more about your journey. You know, you're a self exploring artist. What started that? One day you just said, I'm going to do art. Grandfather inspired me. How did this all become?
That's that's pretty much how it happened, Lady H. I had my grandfather's works forever. They went to my mother and she gave me several of his pieces. Rest in peace. He's not painting anymore. But I still own them. They're on my walls, and I'll pass them along to Probably my brother, one of my brothers, but he adores his art too. But one day I was doing my respiratory therapy care. I was a respiratory therapist for 31 years, and I just had the urge to paint. And it's literally happened that way. I went to the store, bought a canvas, bought some oil paints, and I started in oils, and I did oils for many years. Didn't know what I was doing. I used to go to the bookstore and read the basics on drawing and color theory and just the basics, and just started painting. I think I really learned more through experimenting versus the reading. But I used to go to Barnes and Noble and sit there and buy a coffee and read different books for beginners. And this was before YouTube. And anyway, I think YouTube started in 05, and I started watching some YouTube videos, which was really helpful for me. For self-taught artists, it can be helpful. The instructs, and they do the demos live there, and I would practice along, and that's when I got into pastels, because I never knew about pastels, but I've learned just so much through experimenting and actually painting, messing up, a lot of mess ups, but hey, that's what your studio's for, to play, to mess up, it's your
studio.
solitude. It's your solitary place to be messy, to mess up, make mistakes, make what you think is a masterpiece, play with different mediums. That's what the studio is all about.
Right. And I laugh. The reason I'm laughing is because my professors would always tell me I'm the cleanest artist they've ever seen in my life. I mean, I'm so contained, and there's no mess going on here. So I'm laughing. But most artists are like that, you know. But I do put on crappy clothes and everything, you know what? But that's what you do, especially with pastels.
Oh,
Your
yes.
hands have got to be completely covered in pigment all the time.
And my nails. I feel like an auto mechanic. I get out of that shop and I'm scrubbing. I have a brush. I have to scrub, but I don't care. I love the tactile feel. I like getting dirty with art.
Right.
I recently I'll have to post it on Artist Corner, but I made a little acrylic, and I started out with the palette knife, and then I started using my fingers, and I loved it with the fingers. I'm always getting dirty, not even with the pastels, but it's that tactile feeling that just puts you, I don't know, it puts me more connected to that piece that I'm making somehow. Right. That might sound stupid, but I'm really getting into it when I'm getting dirty. The dirtier I get, the more I get into it.
And a lot of them are like that. I just want to welcome, like I've been saying, welcome all new viewers, and thank you so much for the incoming raid. And I'm so glad to see everybody. But I am letting her tell her story, everybody. Super excited to have her here. And for all new people who don't know Salty, we're so excited to welcome her and welcome her back. And you guys are going to be in such a wonderment of her amazing talent. Absolutely. Every single stain and mess, girl, you have made that shine.
Thanks, Lady H. You're so complimentary. You've made every artist that's come on your show just so loved and honored. And I mean, this is a big deal for me. It's a way to get my art out there, and
right.
It's fabulous. And for you to do this to all the artists, the musicians, the people that make woodworking and guitars, and
there's so much beauty out there.
Many artists, it's really fabulous.
Thank you.
It's free advertising.
Right, thank you. Share the word, guys. I just put out a booking now. So if you've been on the show, please quote it. Tell them your experiences. I've had people tell me, I don't know why you get so worried about it. It's just an art show. I'm like, just an art show? This is one of the best communities out there, and it's free advertising. And we all get to geek out on your work. So what do you mean, just an art show? I've been doing this for 4 years, sharing you guys out, and I love it. I love it. It's absolutely
a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You have a wonderful site on X, Artist Corner, and your Rumble show. Not just art night. I mean, all the other nights.
Thank you.
The all
I
the
tried.
health and healing and the games we played. Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy.
I know you guys love Jeopardy. We're going to have a championship game coming up. Maybe I can get it going this Thursday. I've been a little crazy with the packing. We're streaming, this week through Monday. I've got a great guest tomorrow on Monday night. But, I'm like, thank you guys for bearing with me on the missing shows. But, I mean, 2 weeks, I'm out. I'm off to a new adventure. So it's great. But I love this, and I'm not giving it up. We're going to continue with the shows. And I love supporting you guys. I love sharing you out. Another reminder, if you are in our groups or you want to join our group, I don't see your art if it's not in the group. It's just the algorithm doesn't see that, So if you want me to share your work, please post it in the group. That way I can for sure see it and share it out, because sharing is caring. Isn't that right, Salty?
That's right. Sharing is caring. And Lady H, I'm just going to really quickly, all of these sisters and brothers that I brought along, some of the names you may not recognize, they're family to me. I love these people. Cougaressa, Dom. Hi, Dom. Cougs. I saw Marbell. Hey, Marbell. And all the mods. Hello to all of you guys. JJ, Infantryman, Hockey Love. But hopefully some of my friends from other sites I visit come. I told Handy and Da, hopefully they can jump on. But anyway, I share you out like crazy, Lady H.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we are rocking on all streams. So hello to everybody. If you're just now joining us, welcome to all of our wonderful viewers. So excited to have everybody. Please go give her a follow. I don't know her from any other sites. We've been bugging her to get on Truth, but she's on X, so give her a follow. Are you on any other social medias that they need to follow?
I'm on X, and I post a lot of paintings on Gab. There's a site on Gab called Artist Block. So yeah, that's it. And your show.
Nice. Absolutely awesome. So you guys go hit her up. Make sure you share this show. Tag her, share her art. That's what it's all about. And we are ready to rock our first image tonight. Woo! And I'm loving it. Full of color going on. In fact, today the prompt was color me statement. So this is a great night to have you on, my friend. Tell us about this amazing piece.
Well, I'm not anywhere near Hopper, but when I finished it, I said, boy, that kind of looks like a Hopper piece, the volume. Can you turn it up here? I'm sorry. I'm asking my honey to turn the volume up. I can't hear her very well. Okay, he's taking care of that. But, oh, that's too loud. I just echoed. That I wanted to do a nocturne scene, and I wanted to do a downtown scene. I call that Uptown Lights. But I love contrast, light, shadow. I love the fluorescent lights at night shining, and that's what prompted me to do this. But yeah, I love doing nocturnes because of the glows that you get. And that was one of the, after I made the Jesus for Easter, all of these pieces I sent you, I've been painting away. These all were done after Easter. So up until 2 days ago. But I call that Uptown Lights. It's on an 11 by 14. It's a soft pastel. Really fun to do.
Right? I think so too. It is amazing. And yes, after Hopper, I can kind of see that too. I can totally see what you're talking about with that, Yeah.
The color, the lines,
you just can picture that there's a diner somewhere right there on that corner. We're seeing the other side of it,
That's right.
Wow.
You've had art history, Lady H, so I know you know who I was talking about.
Yeah, I do love my art history, and I get excited because, I think a lot of people, it's what, I'm probably in a few weeks going to have a show on the masters that inspired me, because when we see that and you're all of a sudden going, I can see a little piece of that, in the work. We're not trying to copy them, but we're inspired by them. And so then we take it to a different place, and you've done a really good job to honor that, but with your own style, your own voice and your own vibrance, right?
I didn't I wasn't trying to be like him. I was just painting away. I painted what I saw, I added, I took away from. I usually do that, and I do paint from photos. This was from a copyright free photo site. I use those sites often. They're for artists. And I add, take away, whatever I want to do because we have the license to do that as artists. And then at the end is when I look back and I thought, dang, that kind of has a Hopper vibe. That's kind of cool. I never know how it's going to turn out.
That's awesome, right? Or when you're finished. A lot of people are like, how do you know when you're finished, right?
Yes.
When we're done. That's basically.
I think when you step back, and for me, I don't want to overwork. I don't want to underwork. And
Right.
when I step back often to, I can see it better back a few feet.
Yes.
And I'll look at something and go, okay, it needs a little bit of that, or, oh, I need to take that away. Pastels are wonderful. You can just brush it away. I have a cheap, stiff brush, and I just brush away what I don't want, paint right over it. And then I think when you step back that final time and you think, I think that does it. It's saying what I want it to say. It's got the glows where I want it. I've got the stars in the sky and the background lighting, whatever your piece entails, and then leave it alone. That's what I do.
That's right. And another thing too is I like to take photos sometimes because when you look at a photo of your work, you're like, oh, or you turn it upside down, or you do whatever. You're like, I'm missing a little something. But there's all
Yeah.
these little fun, neat tricks that that work really well. And this is a great one, boy. You guys, this is what also blows me about soft pastels. I had no idea when I thought of pastels. I just think of the word pastels, right? Your light pinks, your light yellows, your like whatever. So when I first said Saltillan, she blew my mind with the vibrance of this. So you guys, we are full of vibrant. I don't even know if you know how to do something muted. You're just like, bam, here's the color.
I love color. I love light, shadows. I like glows. I just and some might say my artwork's a little fantasy or it's unbelievable. I don't care. It's art. And for me, I could go out and take a picture of I call that bison. I could go out and take a picture of bison. I can make that sky all blue and the clouds all white. But it's for me, it's art. I want to bring. Who cares that I put green in the sky?
I love it.
I love it too.
This is why I've been doing a statement week this week because it's like I don't care. It's my voice, my statement, my art. That's it.
Absolutely.
And we all need to be proud of that instead of being told. I mean, I put out my Jesus picture this last week, and I got hate mail again. I'm like, oh wow, you just have to go. Okay, whatever. It's my thing. You don't like it, keep scrolling, but this is who I am. And you can put green in that sky because I love it and you love it. And who cares?
It's next to blues on the color wheel. And I play with, what's the complement to that? Let me put a little bit of that. When I stepped back at the end, I loved it. It's what you love as an artist. Somebody's going to like that art. Somebody might want to buy that art. Or, hey, to heck with them, hang it on your own wall,
That's right.
To the artist.
I'm like, whatever,
we all have our own mark making. We all have our own color theory. If you want to do that green tree, that background of green trees green, fine. Do them green. Do the best that you can do. Put a little glow in it. I might want to make that string of trees purple. It's okay. For me, it's art. It's a piece of art, and it's stimulating.
That's right. And that's it. It's what we want to create, because if you force us to create something that's not in our soul, it's not going to come out right. It has to be what's our creativity, what's our statement. And this is phenomenal. People are already going all over the place. Isn't this beautiful?
I love the comments. Thank you, Coops. Thank you. Infantryman. He said he likes my personality. If that's that Italian in me, infantryman, I talk with my hands a lot and move my head around. I'm sorry.
I know.
I get excited
Italian.
for the art I did. I spend a lot of time putting these things together, and you know what? It's therapeutic for me. It makes me feel great at the end of the day. When I walk out of that shop, I'm like, God, I made some headway. Or sometimes I get a little disappointed. I'm like, well, it's okay. I'll go back tomorrow, brush away what I don't like, and start again. It's all right.
That's right. And that's what it's all about. You know, you got to be having fun. It's really therapeutic. It's really fun. And I always
Yeah,
say, do you. Don't try to do somebody else. You know, you can
that's
be inspired by somebody else. You can learn from somebody else, but you need to get with your soul and create this and look at how it comes out, everybody. Absolutely phenomenal. That's right.
called Bison,
That's
and
right.
he is on. I wrote everything down
Okay.
so I could tell you in case somebody was wondering. 11 by 14. Nice size.
That's my daughter. My daughter always asks, what size? So we're looking at all soft pastels tonight, and it's a lot, right? So there you go. You're awesome, Salty.
I was trying to be more prepared this time.
Well, I love it. Audience ask me questions, you know, and they want to know. This is one of the reasons I always say, hey, you guys, put your size and when you're sharing your work too, because people out there want to know. I get like my celestial sailing. I get so many people that think it's big. It's the smallest piece I've done, you know, so they're always blown away by that. But thank you so much. All right. Tell us about this amazing market.
I found like 3 or 4 different Mexican market scenes. I love to do all kinds of paintings. I've done seascapes, nocturnes, landscapes, cityscapes. You'll see a lot of them here, animals. But I think I don't, what's the proper word? I emphasize the Southwest stuff. So I call this ranchito. It's I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. I call this the Mexican fruit market. Ranchito's coming. There's that little Mexican lady sitting there. She's got a little chihuahua. That chihuahua wasn't in any of the pictures I looked at on copyright-free photo sites. I added them there. I'm like, it's called Mexican Fruit Market. I'm going to add a little chihuahua. That's kind of stereotyping, but and the lady in the background wasn't there. I added the lady. Like I said, take away, add. I kind of took fruits from different sites. So really, this whole scene is my own creation. I just kind of wanted to, look at the light and the shadow and the fruits, but
right.
I'm like, I need a fruit market for my kitchen. So I didn't have anything like this, and it's in my dining room right now on the wall. and I love it. It's colorful. It's kind of dim lit. It's she's under an awning, so there's not a lot of bright sun coming in on that photo, but the foreground fruit have a little light shining on them, but it's dark. But I think the focus is the lady and her little dog, and I don't know, where does everybody's eye go? The watermelon certainly are bright, but
right. Well, you know, I go to the lady, but then I also resonate with this picture because I have been, these are my favorite markets to go to. And I have been in different countries, you know, in Mexico and so forth, and in Cuba and whatever. And I know this. I mean, I love the spice markets. I love the fresh vendors, the local people. I mean, this is how I survive, guys, as I'm going to the locals, you know. And so it kind of gives me, and I lived in Arizona for so long, you know, so I'm, resonates with me on this as well, too. But I go to the lady, right? Because she's kind of, first of all, she's the bright white of the whole thing. She's the center stage. That bright white shirt at least draws me right into it with her dress, you know. Right. And I think everyone also loves the dog. I saw that too. They're like, I love the pup. I'm like, that is so how it is too.
I put that chihuahua in there. I'm drawing a chihuahua. He belongs right at the edge of that sidewalk there, that pavement. And she's kind of looking at him, and he's being a good little puppy. Right. And there's somebody in the background shopping. I like to do figures, all impressionistic. They don't have the lips and the eyelashes. They're very impressionistic. I like impressionism. But you can see, you can put it together. It's a lady, that's her dog. There's a lady out in the back, and don't need every little detail.
Nope, you don't. You know, we will fill in things, and it's amazing. And it's funny, everybody went to something different. One went to the lady, one went to apples, one went to the pup. We got one went to the lady in the back. That's what's so great about art, is that we all see it in a different way, right? And it draws us in a different way. I mean, that is really awesome.
And yes, Cougaressa, he could be waiting for a treat. I saw her comment. I've got the chat going on my right.
Good, because I'm trying to copy and paste as fast as I can, guys.
No, I can see everybody.
Good. Yeah. Fantastic. Because I can't share her work and the chat at the same time. So we're going to focus on her. And I'll grab up your wonderful. Thank you guys for your wonderful comments and compliments. I appreciate you all. Fantastic piece, my friend.
Thank you.
Man, this reminds me. Oh, I don't know why I call that home, but I do. I recognize this place. Go ahead.
That I thought was an Arizona photo. It's taken by a guy I checked with a long time ago. Can I do some of your photos? He takes beautiful photos. I think all he does is hike and take pictures. His name's Eric. This is actually Utah, Lady H. It's called Coyote Gulch.
In the very
I've never been there.
Right.
And it's on 11 by 14, and I loved the formation of the mountains, that light coming through the water there, and I love those colors. It's pretty vibrant and saturated, but I just love it.
Right. I do too, you guys. And it's just at the very bottom of Utah. It kind of spans across the border. You know, it's really, really wonderful thing. And, you know, I've been there. I mean, I grew up, you know, Utah, Arizona, Nevada. But it just kind of reminds us of that whole Southwest kind of looking, but environment. Yeah. But one of the things about the Southwest is the colors, right? That just pop so much.
Beautiful. Arizona has a lot of reds and oranges. Reds, mostly the rocks red and just gorgeous. Of course, when the sun sets, you see purples and you see all kinds of colors. Utah has a lot more orange, different shades of orange mountains, gorgeous mountains. So I used to ride a motorcycle. I did bike runs in Utah, and I'd have to look up at the mountains and try to soak in what I was seeing, and thought, oh my God, I better look at the road before I run off the road. It's gorgeous there too. But Arizona is just the red rock, and the trees are like lime green against that red rock. It's just my favorite word, delicious.
Right. Exactly. Well, Bryce Canyon is very, very beautiful. There's so much of that. That whole area is just absolutely fantastic.
Zion, Bryce Canyon. There's so many different parts.
So much beautiful. I love it. I know. I agree. Right.
Thank you, guys. I love you guys. I'm reading the chat. Hi, Jada. I saw Jada come on. I sent the show out to different people, so I don't know who can. I know one of my sisters can't make it. She's got to work tonight, mamahood, but there's a lot of folks. They were here, a lot of them on the last show too, Lady H. So
that's right. Don't forget to hit that follow. I'm so close to 700 followers. Come on, guys, make it happen tonight.
Hit the like.
Don't forget to hit those likes as well. Please, please, please. That's awesome. And I'm glad everybody is here to support our wonderful Salty. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
You're
you,
welcome.
Lady Hamilton.
All right, next up. Oh, I got a love and hate relationship with these guys.
Uh-oh.
They keep killing my chickens. But they're so beautiful. You know, you're like, wow, you know, circle of life.
I've never encountered a fox. And I'm going to tell you the truth. This is an older painting. This is one of the pieces I didn't do between Easter and now. I forgot to add it to the show last time. I thought, oh, I'll put it on this show. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I need to really fix it. I think his nose is a little crooked, but I call him Winter Fox. He's standing in snow, and there's mountains in the background there. I just made it very diffuse, non-distinct, but you can tell there's mountains. He's stepping in snow. He's walking in snow. It's an 8 by 10. And the right side of his nose. It's funny how I brought attention to it, but I'm just staring at that one part because I think it's a little off. But this was one I did a while ago, and I feel my draftsman skills have improved. But I thought he was cute to put on the show.
I think so too. You know, one thing that one of my professors, a good professor I had, you know, I did something backwards, and you know, I was like, oh man, it was right in the middle too. And he's like, don't worry about it, because sometimes when things are a little off, it actually brings people's attention more to the image than if it was all perfect. Because if you look at it as all perfect, you don't, you know, maybe you don't resonate enough, and it doesn't draw them in as much. So don't fix it. Let it be a little awkward. I mean, I don't see that, but you know, I mean, it just draws us in because his stare, he's looking, he's, you know, gazing at somebody. He's probably going to kill some chicken.
Right. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's your encounter with the fox. That's right. You have animals.
Oh my gosh. And again, I know that they're hungry, they're looking, and it's, you know, but and they're beautiful because I have the red foxes around me, and they're absolutely beautiful. So what can you say? You know, I put them in the happy little.
Do what they're gonna do.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. He is up to something. Foxes are always up to something, you know? That's funny. I love it, guys. Don't we love it, though? I think it's fantastic. The fox has some style. That's what I'm saying. If it was too perfect, it wouldn't have that kind of style to it, you know? So
thank you, guys.
I think it's great.
I didn't think about how you put it, Lady H. That's true. And you know, I was watching this show on YouTube. It's called Perspective. This British guy does a lot of videos on the old masters, and he was saying that in one of the videos that how certain things were off, but they left it. And yeah, I didn't think about it in that way, but
I didn't think it either until my professor pointed that out to me, and I'm like, you know what? Happy little accents, and we're going to go with that. And it's going to draw that viewer in. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. You know, I'm like, we're going with it. We love this little fox. Exactly.
Happy accidents, like Bob Ross used to always say.
It's so fun. I almost used this for your promo because this is so fun. Look at this.
You could have. I like to do whimsical things. I know. My fiance I love bears too. I like the way they look. I mean, they're vicious animals, some of them, but not all of them, but they're wild. But I just like the way they look. So I've done a lot of whimsical bears. And this was from a copyright-free photo. The donkey's a light gray, and all the darker purple parts were dark gray. He was a gray donkey. Cute as all get out, but I changed the color palette. And you know, as long as you have the values right, you can make your painting whatever color you want, as long as your values are correct. So I used this purple and orange complementary color palette, and he was smiling like that in the photo. I didn't create that. And I stopped at that photo. I said, oh, I'm doing this. And he makes me laugh. I call him Smiley, and he's on an 11 by 14, nice size canvas. And he's just, you walk into the room and you just start giggling. I mean,
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's so happy. Oh my goodness. And I just think that it's just great. I'm like, wow. I saw this. It made me smile immediately. Immediately.
I see some comments. I know Dom, I was gonna call it something that begins with an A, and I thought, oh, that's not nice. So his name is Smiley, or her name. I don't know what gender it is, but that smile got me. I had to do this one.
Right. I love it. I love it. Let's see 1 second. Oops. Okay. There we go. They're both right. They're both right. The contrast between them, right, and they are absolutely, it's beautifully beautiful. So I can't see.
Yeah, everything that's on the donkey, Cougar Ressa was saying, the little tuft of hair, it was there in the photo. everything you see was in the photo. I just changed the color palette.
I'm with you.
He was smiling like that. It was, so he was neighing and his little teeth were showing. And I thought, oh gosh, this is so funny.
That's right. I'm
I
gonna
have
need
a cowboy
1 minute.
room.
I
I have
gotta
a cowboy room, and
right back.
he's on the wall in my Western room.
Come on. Sorry, everyone. It is storming, and all the animals want in the room. So, okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys, because
Okay.
it's storming, and all the dogs are scratching the door like, let me in. We're so terrified. Okay, I'm back.
We had a storm an hour ago, and I thought, oh no, I hope it doesn't knock out the power, but
it did. It did
came
here for a while. And I was like, oh, of course it's going to knock out the power. Come on. And it was back on soon. I'm like, thank you, God.
Yay.
We're rocking tonight. Oh, look at this. Just so awesome. This is so beautiful. Wow. So before we talk about this one, I know there's a question out there. How long does it take you roughly? We know we're not timing this, but how long does it take you roughly to do a piece? Let's say this one, for instance.
Well, Smiley took me just a few hours from
Really?
start, from the sketch, the underpaint, drawing him out, painting him. He was pretty easy. This one, and I feel like I'm a little sucky at flowers, but I did want to show the petals, the play of light, how it was hitting it, and how the colors change. And it's a little bigger canvas, 14 by 14. It's a nice square canvas, nice size. And it's called Argentine Giant Cactus. That's the actual name of this. And it has those beautiful white blooms. I was walking my dog at the end of my street. This house down the street, whoever they are, has this in their front yard. Oh, I stooped down. My poor dog was like, come on, Mom, walk me. I stooped down and took so many pictures and got this. And the trees, those are background trees. They're actually there. All that is in the photo. And I knew someone would probably ask me, how long did it take me to do this? I would say about 20 hours.
Yeah, it's not quick.
No, this one took me, I was back and forth in and out of the shop trying to get that one done.
Right.
But
it's phenomenal.
In person, it just, wow. It's
right.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see all the color changes, but
I can, because I have a super big screen here. So if you guys are on your phone, I'm sorry, because I have a really big monitor. And thank heavens, I got that a while ago, but now I can really see like the details of every little spine, the shading, I mean, look at the flowers, because you've got pinks in there, and you've got some little bit of these like almost peaches and yellows and the whites. And we know they're white flowers, but you cannot ever do just white. White has so much reflection in it. It's unbelievable, the detail that are in each flower.
You're on point with that. It's if I were to make just white, it would look so flat and boring, and you think, oh God, that's a lot of light. It'd just be this bright white everywhere. It's no, the ones in the foreground, when you're looking at the piece to the left on that's low, they're in more shadow. There's going to be other colors in there, little blues and purples. They're not getting as much light. The flowers on the right up above are getting the most light. So they're a little brighter. And that's what I really try to achieve in all my pieces. Okay, where's my light source? Where's the light? Where's the shadow? I want that to make sense.
Right.
Even, I mean, well, the whimsical one that's just to make you laugh, but Smiley didn't have much light on him. I didn't know where the light source was in the photo, to be honest. This, yes, I did. And I put cast shadows, so you can, if you cast shadows on this piece, it's on the left, so the sun's coming from the right, so it makes sense. That is important to me, to have the piece make sense.
Oh, and it's just really beautiful. and yeah.
Oh, that cactus. I want to just dig it up and take it home, but it's in someone else's yard. It's a gorgeous cat. I love cacti.
I did too. One of the favorite things I love too is, when they bloom, the saguaros bloomed, and the prickly pears, I'd always go pick them, guys, and make prickly pear juice and jellies and jams and so forth. But these blooms come and they're just so magnificent and so beautiful.
Oh, cactus blooms are gorgeous.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Hot pink ones, yellow ones.
Right.
We have a big barrel cactus out front. You should see the yellow blooms. I mean, they're so vibrant. Just gorgeous flowers.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I agree. This is just phenomenal. And everything she does, is, guys, we're having so much fun. Everyone, right? Oh, just thank you again so much for your wonderful compliments, because she is a phenomenal artist. We're so excited to welcome everybody here.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, they just keep getting better and better and better, everyone. So I'm so excited. Tell us about the wow.
That's another, I just finished that one right before I sent you all of the pieces. That was yesterday.
Really?
That was the last one I worked on. I call it Fresh Cut Lilacs. It's taken from a photo. It was in a blue, turquoise kind of blue jug looking vase there. I didn't want to focus on it was sitting on like a picnic table, wood picnic table. I didn't want to bring attention to the picnic table and the little lines and the little seams in between the wood. I wanted your eyes to go straight to those flowers. So I kind of diffused that table and just blended it in with the background of the piece. And so your eyes just go straight to that turquoise vase and just go up and out of the sky. That's how I hope your eyeballs are flowing.
Excuse me, it does. It absolutely does.
Oh,
it also takes me back to a time when I was young. We lived where we lived. They had big, beautiful, like lilac bushes and trees and whatever. And I can just remember my mom would always stop when they were in full bloom, and she'd pick them and she'd put them in the vase, and just kind of took me, guys, back to a happy memory. But I love them. I love the scent. I love the color. I think it's beautiful. The vase is done so well, and I love how you've got the leaves and vines going through that. Just beautifully done.
Thank you,
Wow.
lady. Flowers are gorgeous. I can paint pretty much anything, but I mean, who doesn't want a painting of a beautiful vase and flowers? I mean, it's a statement right there.
That's right. Do you have a favorite subject, or are they all good? But do you have something like, no, I really love doing this?
I really go crazy. I have a good flow when I'm doing landscapes, but I had a good flow with these flowers. I used to hate doing flowers, but practice makes you get better. And I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed stepping back and thinking, okay, I need a little bit more dark purples, this here, and this is in shadow, and this is more in light, and figuring out what purple stick to use. There's so many sticks. I'll take a picture of my palette tray and put it on Artist Corner so you can see what I'm dealing with. But I don't pre-select the sticks. I just do it as I go.
That's right.
But
no different than a painting palette.
I love painting animals, landscapes. I enjoyed that cityscape, the downtown. No, not in particular. I like to make lots of subjects. Everybody likes different things. I don't want to just do one subject.
Right. I'm kind of with you. I get into these moods. It depends on what's going on with me. Is it, I had schooling, so is it an assignment? And then every once in a while, I'm like, I'm with you. I'd love to start doing some different kind of flowers. I've done sunflowers, and roses seem to be kind of my thing. But I need to venture out. And what I love about this is you can see the little marks of the different shades of the purple, which really makes it full and just beautiful. Right. And I'm like, this is really fun. And I've told you before, I have got to one of these days, all of my art supplies are up right now, literally packed. So I can't even get onto it. But one of these days, I want to try your soft pastels. But you're an artist that inspires me, everyone, to be like, I want to try a different flower. I want to try a different medium, and it's just beautifully done.
I made watercolor. I think I posted it on Artist Corner. It was a little javelinas walking around cacti. I'd like to do that in soft pastels. And I made a little cowboys uh, trotting on their horse in acrylic. I did acrylic. So I said, oh, I'll have to tell Lady H that. She'll be proud of me that I stepped out of my comfort zone.
Well, it's fun. I mean, it is. I mean, you
It
never know
was.
when you might find a new love. And that's one of the things I truly treasure about me going to different schools, not different schools, but different classes, because I found out drawing's not my thing. I still go to it every once in a while, but drawing's not my favorite. And then when I found oils, I was like, wow. And then when I found oil pastels, I was like, wow. And I mean, I've done some watercolors, still not my favorite, but at least I've tried it. I might try it again. But it's good. But you always go back to your comfort zones and your loves. But if you never try, you don't know. So I'm proud of you. Good girl.
And you know what? Like I was saying earlier, you're in your studio. If you mess up, who cares? That's where you're supposed to mess up. Get messy, practice, and everything else that goes with the art we create. It's your safe space, safe
Right?
space. Oh,
It
safe
is.
space for artists.
It is. I mean, like you guys all know that I'm moving, right? And so I'm like, okay, where's my studio going to be? I'm looking,
Oh,
right? Can't buy a house if I don't have some studio area. But it is because it is your zone. And
yeah.
so that's why I'm laughing about that, but it's
Oh
true.
gosh. I hope you get a good studio for yourself.
Well, not only do I have one, but my husband wants to get me a little, I guess, what do they call this? Mother-in-law, little she sheds. And he's like, I'm going to build you something so that you really can have a space to just, because I don't want to mess up the new floors or the carpet I'm like, so I'm like, I may not be that dirty, but if, I have brand new carpets in this place. I'm like, I don't want to drop anything either. He goes, we can put out tarps. I'm like, I know, but
I know. I'm in a shop outside in the backyard, and these pastels get dusty. They float. We just put this place together, and I mean, yeah, you could wipe it off, clean it off, but it's messy. And if I want to do an acrylic and splat some paint on the canvas, I'd have paint all over these walls.
I might want to do a Jackson Pollock one day and just start seeing, I can't do that with brand new carpet.
Right.
I'm like, so tell us about this piece, because everybody is absolutely going on about this one.
Well, this is my own photo. It was 3-4 years ago. I don't know. Whenever the series The Judge came out, I think it was on HBO. The guy that did Walter White in Breaking Bad, whatever the actor's name.
So either
Bryan Cranston starred in it. There was a show called The Judge. There was a scene where the mayor went to meet him in this cafe to talk to him. And when he came out, that little guy there's the mayor. I saw these glowy fluorescent lights from the cafe. I said, oh, and I backed it up. I took a picture of it and I did the painting. So it's from that show.
Right.
And that was how the scene was.
Right.
And beautiful. I gave it my own name. I call it Secret Agent Man. And where is that?
I love that.
Secret Agent Man. I think he's on an 8x10. Yes. The 8x10.
Nice. I just love it. And you guys, I put in the chat too. I'm too busy to do, I've been way too busy so I may not know these. So don't make fun of me if I don't know them, but I can see how phenomenal the piece is. I love that it looks like a secret agent, doesn't it? All mysterious in black. It has this highlight around his hat. He's standing kind of off in the shadows, but almost in the spotlight. I mean, this piece just rocks.
Yeah, I rewound the TV and I took 4 or 5 pictures, and I said, oh, that's one of the things I noticed, what you just said, Lady H. The light coming from the cafe lights went out to that point there, and he was just half of his body was in the light and in shadow, and that was the street, and the street lamp made all that all that color on the ground isn't rain, it's from the lights. And I said, oh, I love this. I just have to do it. So,
Right. I think it's great. Oh, I just love it so much. Okay. Okay. Oh, I get it now. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, Frosty, you're cracking me up. I totally forgot that I have a fake screen behind me. You guys don't want to see the totes, but thank you for noticing that. Yes, I have a beautiful ocean view behind me. Okay, I'm with you. This is so magnificent, though, isn't it, everybody? Look at how that just light has reflecting. It's just contrasting with the shadow, right? Amazing.
Yes.
Where's he going? What's he been doing? What's he watching? What's he investigating? So many questions for this piece.
And it could be rain on the ground, could be water on the ground, because it does look like water ripples, but if the ground was dry, there was no rain, it's all reflective light from the lights of the cafe. The street light in the far background upper left, made the white pattern, and on the far left side of the painting, all of it's just light. And
That's right.
that's one of my favorite things: the light, the shadow, light glow. And if I can achieve that with my soft pastels and get it right, I don't know. It's exciting it's exciting to me when I this piece.
Right, part of me is in there going, is this the good guy or the bad guy? We don't know.
I know.
Dun, 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 dun. Maybe he's planning something. Right? I don't know, but it just makes you think, because when you said secret agent, I'm like, that doesn't always mean the good guy.
That's right. Maybe I should have called it Mystery Man. I mean, he's a mystery. He's a mystery. He's in shadow. He's in light. Is he good? Is he bad? I mean, it's up to the individual to think whatever they want about this piece. And
that's right.
And
that's what makes it so much fun.
Yes.
I love it. Fantastic job.
Thanks, lady.
You're welcome. All right, tell us about this.
This is Oak Creek Canyon #1. I have 3. This was a photo I took off of, I know in Sedona, the 89A. Just gorgeous. Oak Creek is so gorgeous. There's been a pocket fire since like June or July, so the hiking trail there is closed, but you can, if you get on maps and type in Oak Creek Canyon hiking trail, you'll see how beautiful it is. But this is from the highway, 89A. I call it Oak Creek Canyon #1. It's a pretty nice size canvas. It's 18 by 18. And that's what I saw. The little bit of the tree there that I was standing close to in the upper right, all that. The rest of it was across the street, all the way to the tip top of that mountain that's way in the distance, way at the top there. And just the layers of trees and the branches. That's another thing I like, the branches and lots of trees and just the thicket of it and strands of branches coming in and out and the color that's on it, behind it, in front of it. It makes my eyes go cross when I'm doing the painting, but it's so fun. It's challenging, but it's fun. It is fun. And when you step back at the end and you think, hey, I achieved it. That's what it looks like. And kind of,
I do too. And then, you can recognize exactly where it's at. I mean, it's like, I was going to tell you, whenever you post this, I will try to find my pictures, because it's like, I have been in this area so many times. Yeah. Even my geology teacher took us on week-long adventures as we were studying the mountains and the canyons and the little I would totally lose my train, but fossils and things like that. I mean, it was just
Right.
amazing throughout this area. And then you have the
Oh,
color and the rock work, and it's just gorgeous.
it's so pretty in Sedona. If you ever get a chance, just go there, be a tourist, and oh, you'll take so many pictures. The town is just so quaint, and there's museums and
Just don't
art
go in
and
the summer, guys.
cowboy stuff and Native American stuff and great restaurants, and you just park and you walk and walk and walk, and it's all one right after another. And this is the scenic route off of 89A, which I suggest you take that road instead of the Highway 17. It's absolutely stunning on that highway. You don't know where to look, right, left. There's just stunning beauty, mountains, tree. It's just gorgeous.
I am happy that you love it there.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
I do too.
Very nice. We love this piece.
Oh,
Oh, look at this happy guy.
That's Lenny Lizard. Lenny the Lizard. I took the photo at. Did you ever go to Montezuma's castle?
Yes.
He was there. There's a little pathway that takes you around the castle to look at Montezuma Castle, old Native American cave dwellings, and there's trees and there's the river at the end. He was sitting on a rock. The only thing I changed, he and the foliage were the same, but the rock was kind of a grayish, and it was blending in too much with his toes. Right. So I made it a kind of a reddish rock, but that's how he looked. And he just sat there and let me pose. He was posing and let me I took several pictures of him, and he didn't move, probably because he was fearful of me, but I thought, oh, look at him just posing away. And I didn't have a lizard, and I loved his turquoise colors, one of my favorite colors. And so I took the photo home and painted him.
That's awesome. I knew it had a name as soon as I saw it, and she started smiling. I'm like, oh, he's got a name, just like our donkey friend.
Lenny the Lizard.
Right. And I love how you guys are just loving on this. You're like, oh, he is so cute. What a cutie pie. So we've got some lizard lovers in the chat. That's awesome. But I am really glad you did the contrast, because I agree with you. It would have been too blended. And that's their defense, though, too. That's why they are like, and they can kind of blend into their thing. It's for safety. But you don't necessarily get to see them if you don't do the contrast. And I think you did a great job just on the rock underneath them.
Yes.
It's amazing.
The shape was the same as the brown taupey colored rock, but you hit the nail on the head. He's on that rock because he blends in. Well, I wanted a contrast so you could see his toes and his nails, and so I just turned it that color. You can do that as an artist, change it up.
That's right.
It made more sense to do it this way. So he pops out and he's the focus. I want him to be the focus. He's the real subject.
I agree.
Yeah.
Although I am really digging that texture and that reality of that rock. I mean, I see him and he is phenomenal, but I keep getting drawn to that rock. There is so much, right? I'm like, wow.
There's little divots
and divots, and I know, and I'm like, wow. Right.
There's divots and dark parts that the light wasn't hitting, and I did it exactly like the real rock was. I just brightened the color.
Nice.
Change the color palette on just that. Everything else in the shot was realistic. The local color, the foliage in the back. Lenny, he was that color. He had those little speckles on him. His feet were kind of yellowish.
I might have to do an insect, reptile, lizardy kind of day, I'm like, all right, and see what you guys have, because so many of you guys have that, and every once in a while, like, you guys will pop that up, but I think we need to have a highlight day. I don't have any of that yet, but do I even have a butterfly? We kind of just do something like that. Besides our dogs, I do go dogs and cats and, our family friends. But it'd be really nice to see your guys' work on these kind of subjects, because so much detail, so much texture, so much beauty goes into this work. Look at this. Look at all of it.
I have a butterfly. I haven't done one. it's on the easel now. It's in progress, but I thought I've never done a butterfly, and they're so gorgeous. And I've been seeing them float around in, over the lawn, and we have a big, huge yellow one that floats every morning. That's what I'll do. So it's on the easel now, but I'll post it on Artist Corner when I'm done.
I will. I'll think of that, and we'll have that coming up sometime shortly. You'll see the prompt. But this is phenomenal. Great job.
Thank you.
I can tell you guys, they keep getting better.
I thought I saw my sister Cougar Kitty hop on earlier, but one of my Shield Maiden sisters, I made this for her. It's a 5x7, and I don't even think I named it because I gifted it to her. I think I called it Kitty with Flowers, but it's a 5x7, and I gifted this to her, and she has a kitty cat. I tried to see her cat in the picture, and I think these are the colors of her kitty. And I saw one on Copyright Free Photo, and this little kitty was staring at these flowers. I'm like, oh, how cute. I have to do this for her. So.
Oh, man, that is just beautiful. Right? Just beautiful. Everybody, Kitty, girl.
Guys, I'm reading the comments. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your wonderful words.
Right. I have two, and now I have basically a third. He just wandered up, and my husband's like, "Don't feed that thing." I'm like, "Have we met?"
Oh.
Like, so now he was outside, but I'm like, I can't just let him be a stray. He's a beautiful Siamese, with big blue eyes like this. How do you say no to that?
We have a black cat that wanders around. My dog's always barking, and I'll look out, and she takes off, and she's so afraid. I don't know who that kitty belongs to. She's all black. But I'll see her, and she dashes off. Always at night. She comes out at night.
That's right. My husband, I don't know. I just can't. That's why I always end up with so many animals, because I can't just sit there and not take care of them. I'm like, it's thirsty, it's whatever, and I'm like, if it's just kind of walking by, and like for the first or something day, maybe it belonged to a home, but no, it just wouldn't leave. So what do?
You're an animal lover. You got a big heart.
My family used to call me Snow White, because they're just like, I could sit in a forest and all these animals would come,
That's awesome. Aww.
There she is. Cougar Kitty's back. Yes, that's right.
Hi, Cougar Kitty. There's your kitty. She says, I have that. I just told Lady H that was for you, Cougar Kitty.
That's right. That is awesome. How cool is that? Turn in the chat gold. I guess it's a yellowish gold. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate that. Thank you, Lady H. I'm loving Salty's work. I'm loving it too, honey. Thank you for your donation. We appreciate that. I know.
Awesome. And you are Lady H to do this.
Thank you. My pleasure. I love having you guys on. I really do. And I enjoy this too, because I get to sit there and geek out with you guys and look at all this amazing talent.
Oh.
Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Love it. Love it. Well, congratulations, Cougar Kitty, on getting this. Lucky. Fantastic.
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Again.
Okay.
This is another name, Bobby. He's a bobcat, so why not call him Bobby? It's Bobbi. Had so much fun painting him, his eyes and all the little wildflowers around him, and just how they blended in with his fur. And it was from a copyright-free photo site. And I saw those eyes and his little butt with his little curly tail, and I just had to paint him. He's on a 14x18 canvas, and had so much fun doing the bobcat. And there were 3 bobcats in front of our house. I said, okay, he's a Southwest animal. I'm doing that.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. When I lived in northern Arizona, I can't even tell you the amount of animals I would see there. All different kinds, right? Just you're
What,
like,
Lady
okay.
Hamilton, real quick,
Uh-huh.
I was in shock. I opened my front door one night. I was going to step out. We have a little seating out there, get some air. And I think I was playing on my phone, and I heard clunk, clunk, clunk. I'm like, what in the world is that? There were about 15 javelinas marching
Yeah.
down the street. I'm just like going, what the world is this? I've never seen that until I came to Arizona. So it had to have been
Right.
15, 16 of, and then you'll wake up the next day. I walk my dog and you'll see all these bites taken out of cactus. Oh Lord.
Mhm.
They just, if you have them in your front yard, they will demolish your cacti.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
did see 3 bobcats at different times running down the front of our yard, down the street. One night, a mom was with her, I think it was her cub, and it was like she was training him. And they're more afraid of us than we are of them. But I couldn't get a picture of them. They're running, they're training, they're catching prey.
Hmm.
So, but
That's
yeah,
right.
they're definitely in Arizona.
Yes, they are. Well, a lot of places, but yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, when I was down in Fountain Hills, packs of javelina would come up in from the desert, and you'd be like, okay, what is that noise? And then
I
we
know.
had somebody in our condo unit area, right? And she would like feed them dog food. I'm like, no wonder they're coming. Stop feeding the
Oh,
javelina. They had to, sit there and tell them to stop. But it was crazy. But yeah, bear, owl, elk, you name it, bobcats,
coyote.
right, coyotes, snakes, lizards, you name it, they're everywhere. Everything. It's awesome. This
Skunk
is
came in our
beautiful.
backyard 3 times and sprayed my dog 2 of the 3 times. That's one animal I never want to see again. But
Right.
my fiance did some lighting, and so it kind of deters him. But oh boy, the skunk.
Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. It's funny because I always love that a picture when it's complete and it brings your attention to so many things because everyone can like look at his face. You're drawn immediately to it, right? But
Yeah,
I am loving this like wildflower stuff that's going on in front of him. This little field that he's in. I mean, the attention to detail that you've put even into these little parts, right? You didn't have to
yeah.
include that, but you did, and it's really drawing me in. It completes the picture so much to me to see that. I just
I
wanted to say
I'm
thank you. That's
glad.
beautiful.
I'm so glad you noticed and said that. That was one of the things that when I saw the photo, the first thing I looked at were the wildflowers. And my goal is to, when you see the piece, when you pop that piece up, I'm hoping that the people out there, the viewers, saw the bright little speckles of wild flowers, and then up his little furry tail butt, and then just back down his back to his face, and then up and out. I like swooping the back of my colors in the back because that's what kind of carries you out of the painting. It's just something I do, but um,
I,
that's how I hope your eye
mm,
viewed Bobby coming in the bright colors, of the wildflowers, and then going up his backside, then his back to his face. But
right.
I mean, his eyes are big, so you might at first just see his eyes because of
Well,
the
yeah. I mean, it needs
the
to
light
catch you in, but
cast.
one of the things I love about stopping and taking a moment is to enjoy all the things because we have kind of a somewhat of an abstract greenery in the background, but that's bush and so forth, right? Trees.
Right,
But you see this amazing detail of the prairie flowers. And it's amazing because the way the light's coming on his face, coming down in the front, and then going into this almost shaded, but not really, but alternate into the orange, right? Really just goes to complete the whole entire piece. But yet
right,
that same peachy orange bounces in the texture of his fur. I mean, it's
right.
really done well.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't calculate the hours on this. The white cactus flowers took longer than this, but I spent a little time on getting that glow, that backlight, and he's backlit. So yes, the edge of the left side of his face, the back of his
Mhm.
left leg, are getting sun. So,
That's right.
you have to get different sticks and get that sunlight in there. And I like achieving that light and the proper light and shadow to give you that effect, like you're standing there in a field of wildflowers and oh, there's a bobcat, and you see that glow and where the sun's coming from.
Exactly right. Exactly right, Carissa. The backlight is beautiful. I love that you can see where the light is going so much on this piece.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely phenomenal. Good job, my friend. Speaking of coyotes.
This one is a little fantastical. I don't think any moon glow makes you glow in the dark like I did this coyote, but I did what the heck I wanted to do. I call him Coyote. This piece is called Coyotes on 11 by 14. Now that whole scene, the grounds, the background, the mountain is where I live. It's from a photo of mine. Mm-hmm. All the rest, I let my hand go. I let the sky, I just let my hand go. I'm like, I want some blues and purples and pinks. And I probably went a little crazy, but the coyote wasn't in that photo. I added him there. I went to a coyote drawing, copyright free photo. I drew in the coyote. It's a sketch. I had to put those colors in him. And yes, I made a glow around him like he's been radiated for all his life, but he's my subject and I wanted him to glow. And I thought it was pretty. So
I think so.
Glow in the dark.
I think it's just awesome. And you don't have to make everything 100% realistic. And that's what I love about your neon, your vibrance and whatever. And you're putting all those wonderful colors in it. It's just amazing. I love it. And I'm grabbing the chats because they're saying the same thing. They're like, oh, this is cool. Right. I know. That's what I'm saying. Because it doesn't have to be, and I think you guys are on YouTube. You're awesome. I know this is so. Go ahead.
I'm glad you guys like this. Some people look at it and go, oh my God, it looks so like fantasy art, but oh well, it probably does, but it's just so. And if you notice, look at the coyote's colors. I mimicked what's in the sky to bring that harmony, that connection, and the glow around them is. I like I said, there's no moonlight that makes you glow in the dark like that much, but it's okay. That's why we call it art. It's okay for me. It is to be a little fantasy. I like doing more realistic things, more what the proper local color is of a a landscape. But sometimes I deviate, and this is fun to me. I do a little fun stuff.
I love a little bit of fantasy art as well, because when I'm doing like my sailboat, instead of a moon, I've got a big old planet there. Yes. And it's sailing off to who knows where, and that's the fun part of it. And you're bringing different colors, and you're bringing people into an environment that pops. Not everything has to be photorealistic, photorealistic. No.
And I love that piece. I know the celestial.
Yeah, everyone loves the celestial sailing. I'm working on its cousin right now.
I love that piece.
I might start a series with that because I'm almost done with its I guess cousin or whatever you want to call it, the second one. But people really love that, and that's another thing about when you're starting something, guys. You might get such a reaction that you want to do like a series of different things, and you never know.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was going to do so well, and obviously it's one of my most popular pieces. But that's gone. That belongs to one of our wonderful mods.
This piece here is one of the pieces I had the most fun with. When I was working on that sky, I'm like, oh, I really love purples and blue. And I was just like, oh, this is so delicious. And my hand was just going all over the place. And
isn't it?
It was just a blue sky day. Those mountains are real. That's really the scene I have here. But I thought, boring. How do I jazzy this up? And it was one of the most fun pieces I did from the collection I sent you.
It is fun.
It's so fun.
It is fun. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Frosty, for checking on that. This is really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Keep doing it, girl.
All right.
Oh, here is a beautiful stress-free Saturday. I have seen something like this in real life. They jump in swimming pools. They love swings. They love I'm thinking of it. Why can I not think of it? Where you put it in the two trees. Oh, my brain is going. Anyways, I've seen the bears do this.
Oh, awesome. Big inner tube in the tree. They do so much.
That's the word.
Playing ball. This was from a video. I did a screenshot. I said, "Oh my gosh." This and in the video, there was a little cub sitting right below the screen looking up at mommy. So I think that's a mommy bear. And she was like, "I need a swing." And her cub was sitting right below her. I didn't put the cub in because it's an 8x10. I call it the swinging bear. I thought, oh, she's the focus. The cub is just sitting there looking at mommy. But this was from a real video. These bears went in somebody's backyard. She hopped on that swing and started swinging. I thought it was hilarious.
I love it.
And most of my bear paintings are whimsical, and I'm like, oh, I got to do another whimsical bear. So.
Right, because you got one in a swimming pool too. But the fun thing is how much they like to play. And I'm with you over here, kids, today. Bears are just almost like a big puppy, not something you want to play with, but they act like that,
They're like dogs.
Right, exactly. They're like, what's this? Let's play with it. Oh, it's a swing, it's a pool, it's a whatever. You're like, yeah. It's a hammock. Yeah.
They're like dogs. They like to play ball. They swing. I think it was a video. It looked like a bear cub sitting on a slide with the paws holding onto the slide like it was going down. It was midway. I thought, oh my God, these bears are like they're kind of human like too. They like to have fun. The video made me laugh. I did a screenshot and I had to do this. So
that's right. That's right.
Oh, thank you. The chains on the swing.
You guys are paying attention to the little details now. Good job, everyone out there. But it's fantastic, right?
And it's so funny. Her head is so big, this big bear, and she's just swinging away. And maybe I should have put the bear cub in. He was super cute, he or she, just looking up at mommy like, what are you doing, mommy? And yeah, it was a real video. Somebody looked out their backyard and made a video of these bears in their backyard swinging.
Exactly. You brought a good point up there, Hockey. Pandas, I don't know how they're still alive. I could totally be a worker that works with the baby pandas as well. They're just unbelievably so cute, and all they do is tumble and bumble and play and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know how they ever survived in the wilderness. I have no idea. But yes, bears love to have fun, right? It's amazing.
So funny.
They are just fascinated with life, and it's fun. Yes, isn't this great? This is a perfect one for a stress-free Saturday, I'll tell you that. And you did that with your last one. I think it was last Saturday. You put the bear in the swimming pool. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, the bathing bear. The bathing. Oh, my fiance loves that one. It's in his bathroom.
Awesome.
And bears are dark, and I have to put little purples in there and not just black. So I just went around the whole backyard and added some purples in the tree. The sky, it was a really kind of overcast looking day. The sky was like white. And so I did pinks. And I thought that was a nice compliment to the purples. And it came out like this, and I just absolutely love it. I put some of the same pinks. One of the pinks I use in the sky, I use it as a highlight on her. And it all comes together. It's cohesive, and it's just, it makes me laugh when I look at it. I don't know about you guys, but
I know. I'm enjoying it. I think it's fantastic. I know. Just don't
crazy things.
Don't feed the bears and get too close, but they are wonderful to watch.
Yes.
Aren't they? They're really wonderful to watch. Fantastic piece. All right, take us here.
Okay, this is I'm looking for there's a trail out here. It's called Jail Trail. It's where the old jail was in Cottonwood, and it's a really super easy trail. And this was some of the foliage. There's a trail and these trees and some shrubs. And yes, the trees were green. There was some darker greens and lime greens, but Mulatto had to add some blues and different shades of greens and limes. And I zesty, made the sky a little zestier and made the pathway was more kind of dirt colored. No, had to had to bring a little color to it, and it just these colors complement the trees, the sky, the colors you see in the sky and the path, and it's just a simple landscape, and I liked it. I liked the color palette.
I did
Really
too.
liked it. And oh boy, I think that's 8 by 10. And I believe I call it Jail Trail Foliage. Yes, and it's on 8 by 10.
I love it. It's that path caught my attention right away with, the textures in there, the different colors in there, right? That's what I'm saying. I was going to grab that Kugressa. She said textural too. And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. It's unbelievable.
Thank you, guys. I'm reading all your comments on the side, everybody, or trying to catch as many as I can.
I know I am too.
Right. Yeah, the dirt, I couldn't make it regular dirt. I had to pop that color in there. So
right. That's right. I love it.
Glad you guys like it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's fun. It's fun. It's you walk into a room, if you have that hanging in your room, you can't help but look at that piece. It's like, whoa, look at that salmon colored sky and that pink path. It's so inviting. You want to walk down that path and back into those trees and past them, and
right. And
or at least I do.
Where we go, right? Right. It's just amazing because that path's inviting you. Where are we going? It's just,
right.
One of these moments.
Yeah.
It's just, let's go to an adventure. But I agree. I'm glad you guys are noticing little details. The shadows on the path, the texture that's on that path. Just amazing, isn't it? And then all the different variations of the green and the plant life around it that's bordering it. Just beautiful. And walking to this gorgeous, sky. Fantastic.
And that's good. You see the shadows cast shadow from the leaves, and so the sun was probably more on the right, but that's how the photo was. You had those shadows casting off from the left side. So
right.
And it's believable. It doesn't matter that, that tree's too lime green, or that sky is not really that salmon colored. That doesn't matter. It's the values. Do the shadow make sense? Mm-hmm. Does the light source make sense? That if you can put that correctly in your values, it doesn't matter on the color.
That's right. Really I'll tell you what. If you guys don't think those colors are correct, go to Tucson. You see those in the morning, first thing in the morning. You see the bright, like the dark oranges and the reds and whatever in the afternoons. But in the morning, you see this beautiful amount of color there too, more than I've seen in any part of that state. Tucson shines in the morning and in the evening, which is fantastic colors in the skies.
Yes, gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I've seen a lot of beautiful photos from Tucson. It's just the reflective light. You should see how it is on the mountains. It is. It's there too. As an artist, you can see beyond the surface color.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Here's all right.
What's their name? I know this has a name. I'm waiting.
Wilbur. His name's Wilbur.
Oh my gosh.
I think that was in the original Nutty Professor. Her husband's name was Wilbur.
Oh my gosh. Great. Yes.
This was Wilbur. This is Wilbur. He's on a 12 by 12 square canvas. And that side eye caught me. I thought, oh, I'm painting you, buddy. His right eye, the way that's how he was looking in the photo. And I just had to paint him. And he's a pink pig. And, if you look closely, I did so many layers before the pink. And the little mud, that mud on his chin from eating, and his cute pink ears. And most of us like bacon, so I had to had to make Wilbur the pig, and I just think he's a cutie.
Right. I had two pot bellies, and I'll tell you what, I had them for almost 20 years. They live really, really long. And yeah, they are super smart, and they get a bad name. They like to be in mud to cool off, but mine really wanted to have, they had their own area. They didn't want to sleep in their muck. They were very clean and a lot of personality. I had one that would just go on walks wherever I had to go find her. I'm like, Smoke, where did Smoke go? And she'd just be like, la-di-da, I'm going to go for a walk.
Oh my gosh.
But I know Hockey's like, I want a pig so bad. They're interesting. Get a pot belly because you don't want to eat those, right? So then you can still eat bacon. That's funny. Oh, that's amazing. It's so great, right?
Yeah,
awesome.
he was another fun one to paint. That was the real look he gave in the photo. And he was really pink, and he had some white hair. So I would say I was pretty close to the local color. The background, I just thought that mint kind of seafoam green corresponded well with the pink. And but he really looked like this in the photograph.
That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I know that you guys are loving this. Just look at it again. There's so much color going in the fur, in the skin, around the eyes, and the shadowing. I mean, there's just so much built in here. It is absolutely phenomenal.
One thing I love soft pastels for is and the paper, the ability to layer. And I usually start with darks and work up to the medium and the lights, which I call the eye candy, or it's just the most fun. The sparkle of your piece, all the bright pinks, that was done last. And while I'm painting all the dark purples, the eyes, the mud, and I'm sitting there going, I can't wait to do the pink ears. But I save the brights for last because I'm layering. I start from dark. I work from dark to light. I usually work from back to front, like that pathway, the trees on Jail Trail. I do the sky. I sketch everything out, and I usually go from back to front, top to bottom, usually. And the layering, it's so fun. But you do get itchy, and you can't wait to put the eye candy on, the brighter colors at the end.
Right.
You don't want to start with brighter colors at first because you need to do the values right. Start with your darks and then work your mediums and then the lights. And that's the fun thing about soft pastels. And the paper, really good paper. Oh my gosh, it takes several layers or so, lady. I mean, you could just layer.
No, I know.
And use a light touch, and you really can see those colors popping through.
Yeah, I've noticed that you can use a cheaper material if your paper rocks. It's unbelievable. It's just amazing how different. It's like canvas too. I mean, I hate to say it, but if you use just a cheaper version, let's say of acrylic, but your canvas is great. It's unbelievable how different it is. It's so if you're going to put your money into something, paper and the canvas really is where it's at.
Yeah, I agree. And, and there's different grades of pastels. There's harder, soft pastels. You need the harder ones. They're cheaper, but you need them for the fine lines and a little mouse whisker, or I've made paintings that were 2.5 by 3.5 inches. So you need the hard, they're soft pastels, but they're hard and they have a pointy edge. You need that. You need the buttery, creamy ones that you save at the end for the eye candy. You don't want to use them at first. They will take up too much tooth on your paper and you won't get to layer. Then you need those medium. I would buy one good starter set. There's so many out there of medium textured pastels, not too creamy, buttery, not too hard, just right in the middle. I call them my workhorse pastels. That's where most of your layering is going to occur with the workhorse pastels, the ones that are in the middle, not too hard, not too soft and creamy.
That's right. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
That well.
Yes, you did. We love Woolworth. That is absolutely amazing. Right? Love it. Ooh, taking us to, yes, the city. Love this. Okay, tell us where we're at.
That was from someone's photo. Oh, I forgot to write the name. It's a California thing. It's not Sunset Boulevard. I looked it up because on one of the signs on the photo, it says Carter's. And I think it's like close to Sunset Boulevard, but it's not. But I call the piece LA Sunset. It wasn't LA. And again, I love the light, the shadow, the contrast, the street lights coming from the cars and I love that glow and the glow in the sky. I mean, try to pretty much follow the photo, and that's how that sky looked. And
yes, it does.
Distant cars, tail lights, and the street. Yeah, you can make it all gray, but let's put some color in that street. Let's make it cohesive.
Right, because that color in the sky also helps the buildings. It bounces off. It helps complete that picture. Besides just being beautiful, but you see like the red in the sky and the red in the door. You see the blues and whatever and the purples, and you can see that on the pavement or on the street in front of it. It really does help to balance each other out, and it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
The buildings I kind of made, they were kind of just brick buildings, nothing high color. And I like that because really I did want I wanted the headlights from that foreground car, the light glow, to lead you into the painting. And then I want you to look at all of those lights on front of the buildings and go and have your eye go down the back of that street, see the tail lights on those distant cars, look up at that gorgeous sunset and flow on out of that painting. And that's how that sunset looked in the painting. And I'm glad the buildings were just kind of dull colored grays and dark brick browns, because let's face it, look at the sunset. That's the focal, the palm trees against that sunset. Oh, that's what attracted me to it anyway.
Right. I agree. I love it. And there's just so much that just makes this whole piece work. I mean, the sign with the same colors, the yellow in the headlights bouncing off of the wonderful sky as well too. And it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
I know. It makes me want to do one. I don't think I've ever done like a cityscape before. I've thought about it. I have some like what I call inspiration images that I hold on to, which because I look at photos too, and I don't end up doing anything like what they
you like acrylics, Lady H, and I could totally see you just etching out buildings with a palette knife and and just swirling colors in the sky. And I mean, you can have figures, people, cars, whatever, a dog, or nothing, or just a plain street. I have fun doing cityscapes. Yeah, they're really fun.
Yeah. The last time I drew something like that when I was teaching in high school, and we were working on anime, and I was showing them how to do a perspective. of it. You know, they're having their flying heroes, and you want your buildings to have a certain perspective, right? And that's about all. Last time I did that was several years ago, guys. But I know, but fun. But this is so much fun. I mean, hopefully you guys are inspired to try all new things tonight. Maybe it's a new, new variety of flower. Maybe it's a cityscape. Maybe it's an animal and have some fun with it and name it. I think that's great. But this is awesome.
I'm reading all the comments too, you guys. I'm so glad you're liking this stuff. I try to do a mix of lots of things. So if you don't like cityscapes or landscape, but I've got animals. So yeah,
right?
just
just a huge variety of absolutely phenomenal pieces. I love it.
Another cactus.
I know, but so beautiful. So beautiful. And again, then you're playing with the colors. It does not have to be 1,000 shades of green. This is so beautiful.
More green in that sky. I tried to put some of those background colors in the cactus. The cactus did have purple, hot pink, fuchsia, whatever you want to call it, and turquoise leaves, and those yellow blooms. So that was from a photo. All the background, the foliage, the sky, that was from my imagination. The cactus was the photo. So, and that's where I want your eye to go. And it's cool if you go to the back and look at all the background, that's great. My focal point was the cactus. That's why I put it right there in the corner, right in the foreground. And that was a true photograph of a cactus. I mean, and it had those purple hues to it. So
right, just fantastic. Just fantastic. I'm so excited about that. You know, I love that it's, a variation. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be always spot on. And I love your little pops of color. It makes it you. And that's what's so exciting about it.
I'm glad that somebody could look at my artwork and go, that's mulattoes. I know. That's cool I'm starting to see that with all the artists on Artist Corner. I'm like, oh, I know that's Frosty. Oh, I know that's Nancy's. Oh, because I know yours. Everyone's Dada's, everyone has their own Bob.
Signature.
How can you mistake Bob's? I mean, I know whose art is who because of the way they make, their colors they like to use. And yeah, that's great. I think that's great. I like wild color, so
I know, and you can just tell, and that's what makes, first of all, that's what makes our group so unique, is because we're all so different. And that's what also makes it so much fun, because we all have our own signature style, and we can literally go, like you said, oh, okay, that's Nancy's, that's Frosty, that's Bob. You should see, I mean, because we got to get you over to the other one, because I have 711 people over there. And you could be like, oh, okay, that one's, and it's so many more people, and and I'm trying to get them over to come to X as well, so that they can see the wonderfulness of that. I mean, I just Googled like the top places to share your art, and X was number 2, everyone.
Oh, right.
Number 2.
Everybody get a handle on X, and
that's right.
Lady Hamilton has Artist Corner there, and she posts up every day.
Yes, I do.
All the artists do, and that.
Right. Yeah. I'd love to see your art shared as much as my Good Morning post, everyone. I'd love to see my shows shared as much as my Good Morning post. So let's make that happen. Awesome.
Right.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Fantastic. The Rancher. Oh, tell us about this piece.
This is called Cattle Roundup. It's from a photograph. I didn't write the photo. I have them, but I didn't write it for this show. But it's not my photo. Some guys on a horse rounding up a bunch of cows. I fell in love. I'm like, cow butts all over the place. The light's coming from the left. I love that dark light. And all I did was just literally swoop my hand over and over and over with a stick. But you can make a tail. You can see that's cattle, and You can see the man, the rancher on his horse gathering the cattle. And of course, I love the foliage around it. And it just spoke to me. And I thought, oh, I've got to. And if anyone ever needs a photography to some of these pictures, I still have them. But I didn't write it down for the show, whoever the photographer is. It wasn't my photo, but I painted it. I had to do it. It's gorgeous. Yeah. And I don't know where this was, what state, but all the cows, the colors, and they're just all marching, in formation. And so I called it Cattle Roundup. It was a favorite of mine. I enjoyed doing that. Oh, and it's on 11 by 14 canvas. We're having super fun doing it.
Yeah. I'm hearing you used to be a cowgirl. Used to be.
I used to ride horses when I was finished with respiratory therapy. This was back home. I grew up in Kansas. I'm kind of a country girl at heart. You'd find me in jeans and my old raggedy cowboy boots and t-shirt, and I'd go to this ranch. It was cheap back then. For $20, oh my gosh. I rode alone, not following a guide, for 2 hours. And the man used to get so mad at me. I get this kind of an ugly quarter horse, but he was huge. I mean, I think he's like 17 hands high. He loved running. And I learned how to ride on that horse named Sonny. And I wanted to be a jockey at one time. I thought this would be great. And I used to bring him apples and little treats. And
oh, yes.
Him and ride like the wind. That was what I did on my days off.
Yeah. I miss my horse. I love them. Oh my gosh. And I would go out in the sunset and view the beautiful Arizona sunset. I'd take my glass of wine out there and Brandy would come over and she'd be like, what you drinking? Can I have some? I'm like, she loved the wine, the apples, the carrots, you name it. She would give me kisses. I'd make her give me a kiss. And then I'd like, okay, here's a little bit of wine. And she would laugh because she looked like Mr. Ed, and show her teeth. It was funny. But I love that kind of life as well, too. You miss it.
I love animals. Yeah.
Right? It's a different world.
It is. I miss riding. I mean, you can go to places and ride, but you have to follow the guide. I'm like, man, I was going probably 40 miles an hour on a horse alone.
Absolutely. Ride like the wind. Mine reminded me, have you ever seen the cartoon of Spirit? That horse was that's why, Spirit. And she was just that same way. She just had this kind of attitude to her. And so, but she'd be great. You get on her. She's like, okay, it's off. I'm like, are we on a race? Like, it's ready to go.
Oh,
this is so beautiful, though. I love the lighting that's going here, and the direction of that, too. I love the shadows of the blues and the purples with the contrast of the orange, yellows and greens. I think that that's really, really beautiful.
Do you all see the little calf in the foreground?
They caught it. They totally caught it. I posted that up. Okay. Calf was on it. She said, I love the little calf hiding at the back. I know. Isn't that adorable?
And Jada told you I used to be a cowgirl. Yep. I'm reading all the comments. So yeah, this was super fun to do. My love of landscape. This piece gave me the chance to do animals and landscape. And I just kind of looked at my color wheel and thought, what goes good with these orange cows? That sun was hitting them hard. Looks like a setting sun. Looks like it might be a westerly sunset. So I came up with that color palette for the trees and that's what, and the grass, and that's what I ended up with. And I thought, man, this looks nice.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, so nice.
I got
to do some poppies. Oh my gosh, so nice. Look at this.
Yeah, simply call that poppies. It's on an 8 by 10. I like poppies. I didn't have any, and love that vibrant red. I always tell Dada, one of the artists on Artist Corner, I love when you use your reds, and but I I may have not taken a really good picture. There's more than one red in these flowers. I
Oh, I can
always
see it.
start from dark to light. I'm not sure if you could see it, but
Mhm.
and those other purple flowers were next to the poppies in this particular picture. Another one from Copyright Free Photo, and yeah, just poppies.
Right. I can see, because again, my big screen, right, that I can see. I just want to ask you a real quick question. Are you using Unsplash? Everybody, Unsplash is a free website that photographers give you to use, and I don't know if
Yeah.
you're using that.
I
It's a
use
good one.
unsplash.com. You can that it's made for
It's awesome.
artists.
Yes,
Get
it is.
whatever picture you want. You're not going to get in trouble. And there's
That's right.
another one called pixabay.com.
Hmm. That's
Also
right.
has photos. What if you, there's a search bar, type in what you want, what you're looking for, and you just can scroll for hours getting the right photo for your art. Yeah.
That's right. You
Because we
go find it,
can't
guys.
do, I mean, I might want to do a polar bear. I can't be in Alaska tomorrow, but I want to paint him tomorrow. So
Right.
that's the next best thing, you know.
How many pieces do you do in, let's say, 6 months, do you think, on average?
Well, I think I sent you 34, and I did these 34 from Easter till up
Yeah.
until
Pretty good.
until yesterday.
Right. Pretty good. A pretty good amount. Wow.
July,
That
middle
is
of
awesome.
August. What's that? 3.5 months, 35.
Mhm.
So we'll
Right.
say that average 34, 35
A lot.
every 3 months. I move pretty
You're
swiftly.
moving.
That white cactus took me a while. That one took me a minute, but
Right. That, yeah, you are moving like lightning, girl. That is awesome. I am the world's slowest, but that's all right. That is amazing.
oh, sorry.
Absolutely amazing. And I love having the big thing, because I could see like almost this magenta-ish red, this neon-ish red, and then these dark crimson, and then almost like a dark maroon in the very bottom. You
Yeah.
have so many different varieties of the red.
Good. I'm glad you could see that those colors are
Yeah.
there. It's more
Oh, I
than
know.
one red. I
Right.
always layer.
Right. Sometimes it's hard to see that on a phone, but when you got a big, huge monitor, it's great. It's absolutely great. I mean, I love it. I should know. Hold on, real quick, how this is. You keep talking. This 12. I've got a 24-inch by 18. That's how big my monitor is.
Wow.
Everyone, so it's like looking at the painting live. It's awesome.
I'm reading all your comments, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, you guys. I'm so happy y'all came.
Oh, I agree.
I'm
Absolutely
I'm
phenomenal.
glad you like all of these paintings. I try to do an array of stuff for everybody's taste, Plus, I like doing different things, but
That's right. Well, our last piece was caught my attention too. I mean, it was really hard choice, but I just loved it. And this is our last piece tonight, everybody. But isn't this amazing with the lily pads? I'm like, wow, the color is so beautiful. I love how you've built that into each lily pad. I mean, especially that one that's not the big one up front, but this one right behind it. I'm like, wow, look at all that color in that one. Amazing.
Yeah, the water's just everywhere underneath the pads, and those beautiful lilies and little side foliage in the background right side. And this was also another photo from that side. And yeah, you can look on the, I mean, you can scroll for hours getting the right photo that you want to paint.
That's right.
Those lilies are pretty. They have some
They?
wonderful blooms too. Yeah, beautiful flowers.
I agree. I don't know where the frog is, guys.
Ah!
Not in this one. She's done a frog. I've seen it.
Oh, darn it. I forgot
not
to put a
on
little
this
frog
show.
on there.
All right. Maybe we need I don't know. I love it the
Let's
way it
put a
is.
little
It
Pepe,
does. Like,
Pepe the frog on there.
oh, well, yeah. I could see a little, real one in the back. It'd just be awesome. Maybe hanging out there, but I think that would just be perfect.
Yeah.
I think, but again, I think it's perfect just the way it is, without adding that. I think it's beautiful. I
I
know.
love popping in little. I have a piece that I want to do where just the bear ears are sticking up out of the foliage, but that would have been cute. Just the little frog eyes. I didn't even think about that, but that little whimsy. It's just it's fun. I like doing stuff like that too. But
I think it's
anyway, just
fantastic.
kept it lily pad. So
I think it's perfect just the way it is, guys. You know, love it. This is just it was vibrant. It's one of the reasons I chose it. I mean, there was hard choices. It was either that or in the poppies. I mean, those two were just bouncing off the page. But so many. That's what makes Salty salty. Her work is mainly, I mean, vibrancy and neonish kind of colors. What she does with pastels, you're just absolutely amazed with. Because again, before I even met you, I just assumed like that light pink that you see in the back, you know, lily. I'm thinking that's basically what pastels. I mean, you think of the color, right? Pastel pink, pastel yellow. They're usually really dull, soft colors. So I never thought of that they could be so vibrant. And then you meet Salty, and she's like, "Here I am, and have you seen my neons? You know, they're awesome."
they have neon sets. Oh my gosh, Lady H, you would. There's neutral sets and neon sets and just sets with all color, wonderful starter sets. I started out with a set. It was a 30 set made by Unison Pastels.
There you go.
They're a British company. You can order them. You can order them. I ordered from DakotaPastels.com. There's JacksonArt.com. Some of the bigger stores, Jerry's Artorama. There's so many. You just type in Unison Pastel. It was a beautiful set, not that expensive. 30 colors, an array of colors. It was a good starter set, and I used it for quite some time.
Yeah.
And to the point where I said, okay, I like these. I'm comfortable with them. Then I started buying more and more sets, and some Dakota Pastels in many brands offers individual sticks. So if you, you know, I like a lot of purples and pinks and turquoises. So I order those sticks often. You can buy just the stick. You don't have to spend money on the open stock is what they call it. You don't have to buy the full set. So that, and that's another wonderful thing. You can just buy one stick or 2 sticks or 10 sticks or sets. But there, oh my gosh, there's thousands of soft pastel comes in every spectrum of the rainbow. It's they're just gorgeous. My favorites are, as far as workhorse pastels, I love the Unisons. Terry Ludwig is just
I see that happy
wonderful.
squared.
Schmincke, I'm sure a lot of you know Schmincke. They make oils and probably watercolors. They make soft pastels. They're wonderful. Sennelier, those are the creamier, buttery pastels, but
extra soft, extra rich and velvety.
Yeah, they're just gorgeous. Gorgeous. They're from France. There's different ones, and you know, it's you can buy small sets and just try them. For the longest, like I said, I used that starter set, and then until I got good at them is when I started ordering more.
Right, those Sennelier are not the cheapest ones, though, guys. I'm looking that up right now. I'm like, holy cow! Wow. But you know, how long do they last? Each stick. How long do they last you?
Well, depends your use. They last for quite some time. I've worn down some of the popular colors I use, but every painting is different. You know, it's a different color palette, so you're not just using that color all of the time. I will take a photo of my soft pastel tray. My fiance built it. I love it. It houses all of my pastels, and I'll put it on Artist Corner so you can see how many. I've acquired these over the years, you know, must understand.
Right.
I didn't get these all in one day, but um, you don't use the same stick all the time. If you've seen all my pieces, uh, they're different colors that I use, and you always want to use a soft touch. A good paper grips and grabs the soft pastel. You don't need to rub and rub. Yeah, then your stick will go bye-bye. You just use a light touch. The paper grabs it. The color's there, you can see it, and it stays there forever. So use a light touch. If you have a favorite color palette that you use a lot, well, naturally your sticks will be worn down sooner.
Right.
I do different colors, different paintings, every day. When I finish one, okay, I'm gonna do this. So I'm using a different color palette. So, but no, they last a while. But use a light touch. There's no need to, if you want to start with soft pastel, there's no need to be heavy and paint heavy with it. They're very good pastels are very pigmented, and they will go on that paper. They will stick to that paper. That paper's like sandpaper. It just grips the pastel and stays there unless you brush it or wash it off.
Very nice. Very nice. Oops. I think that is absolutely, we're learning so much here, guys. So if you want to try it, the greatest person too also is reach out. That's one of the things about being an artist corner. It's those comments. In the comments, guys, you can have amazing conversations, and get tips and pointers and talk with each other. And I inspire you to do that and try different things, guys. Look what we can create. Look what you might be able to do. Look at how beautiful these are. It's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, they said this looks like Thumbelina. That was so sweet. Reminds them of Thumbelina. That's awesome. I just love everybody's comments.
Right? Was absolutely fantastic. I look forward for you guys. She'll come back. You promise in a few more months. She'll be like, I got another 30 for you. And I cannot wait. You're always welcome on my show, my friend. And this has just been an absolutely phenomenal night. You're amazing talent. I love it.
You're amazing, Lady H. I love your work. I'm so fond of all the artists I've seen on the site on X Artist Corner. Like you said, everyone's got their own style, and I don't do abstracts, but I like the abstract. I like looking at it. They're stimulating, and I know Dada does abstracts, and I know there's some others, but like, how does he think of that? How you Lady H, paint from imagination?
I do.
I
don't draw anything.
Yeah, I can do that. Like the coyote, I added him. I made those colors, but I'm not all the time. A lot of times I rely on the photos. So I'm in awe about what you do, how your mark making is. I have a lot of favorites that you do. Nancy, just so meticulous. Nancy is just awesome. If you guys haven't been on X at Lady Hamilton's site, Artist Corner, you should go there and see these people. They are great artists.
Right. I agree.
Frosty has just beautiful landscape. Everybody, I could say something positive about all the artists I compliment every day.
Right. It's just amazing. And, and there's hidden talents too. Cause I was just thinking, and I'm bugging Norma. I'm like, every once in a while she pops in these things and I'm like, you've been hiding out. Where are you people? And I'm like, wow. Okay. So I'm like, all right, so you guys keep posting. And then here's another thing too. We get so many new people, and some people pop in and out and they don't have time to even look and all that stuff. So and I've already shown that. Right. Just the other day, I posted something and somebody goes, I've never seen that before. And I must have posted it like 50 times in the last, few years. You're like, really? No. So you never know. So please continue to post your old stuff too, because there's always new members, or people don't always live on social media and see every single post in the group. So, if you haven't created something new, that's okay. Show something old. We love it.
I've shown a lot of old works, and some of the ones that didn't make it on tonight, I'll start posting on Artist Corner. So.
Right. And you can post whatever you want to per se in the group, follow the rules. But I always throw these prompts. You can participate in the prompts or not. And a lot of them will make you look through your older stuff going, wait, what do I have that fits this prompt? And that's a lot of fun. So yeah, I encourage you guys to join it. But the most important thing, share. We need to get seen on social media. We're all trying to sell our art. Salty is, trying to do that as well. So please go follow her, share the show, share our artwork out, because the algorithm doesn't like that, right? And it's like, I don't see you guys, I've got all these followers and I see what it wants me to see, whether it's political or news or whatever. And I'm like, I want to see my artists, so That's why I have the group. But you guys, we need your help. Everybody share. Sharing is caring, and we love it. Do you have any last words of inspiration for anybody before we say goodnight, my friends?
Well, I remember on the last show, I emphasized just getting in the studio and playing, and don't go in there with the intent of making a masterpiece. This is to the beginners on whatever medium you're doing. But I would say that again, and go to these artist sites like Lady Hamilton's. Start meeting other artists. That's how I also got to learn about different techniques and this and that. Meeting people, talking to them online. It's okay. If videos help, there's videos out there, YouTube videos, books, whatever your shtick is, just do it. Just do it. Don't expect to create a masterpiece. Don't expect to be a Rembrandt. Just play. I guarantee you're going to have fun. And 2, you might surprise yourself. You might post something that think, oh, this was, my 10th painting in whatever medium. And it might be a big hit. Somebody might want to buy it. You never know until you get out there and try.
Right.
And get to know other artists.
You're so.
That's it. Lady Hamilton's a great one to know. Get on her show. Get on Artist Corner.
Don't be scared. I get so many times about people who are scared about that. And I'm like, really? I mean, you guys, I don't even care if you show your face, but we want to geek out on your, and it's more than just being with me. We just have a conversation. I have fun. But when you see the reaction of the audience going, wow, look at that. You're amazing. And it's all of a sudden that will help you. And I love what you said. And I try to say this all new beginners. Don't expect yourself to be a master. They all start out with stick figures too.
That's right. That's right. My first oil painting was a disaster. I just looked at it and said, what in the world? And I just kept going and going and going. I'm self-taught. I read a little bit. Then when YouTube came out, I started watching videos. I spoke with other artists. How do you do this? Oh, you use this instrument to make that mark. And you just go on and on. Talking to artists is great too. Come to the site and you can ask questions. Everyone's kind. Everyone was a beginner too. And everybody's going to be kind to you and give you tips. And it's okay. Don't be shy. Get on out there.
I am glad. Yes. And everybody go give her a follow. Well, thank you so much, my friend. And thank you for coming and watching the shows and supporting the other artists. We love you in this group. Right. And she's an amazing sharer. So give her some love back and share her stuff too, everyone. All right, my friend. I will see you most likely.
Hamilton. Thank you for having me again. And good luck with your move. Be careful. Be safe.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. I'm not going anywhere for a little while, but thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Love to you and to you, honey. We'll see you again.
Chat. Love you, brothers and sisters.
All right, bye-bye. That was so much fun. I love her. Just don't you guys love her? Please go give her some love. And thank you, JJ, for dropping her handle in the chats. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I love that, Hockey. You personally stopped doing art, and then Lady H got you into the group, and off you go again. Oh, this is exciting. So tomorrow, you guys, we have got an amazing guest. I'm going to share this out right here. This comes from my great friend, Bruce, over there in Vegas. He's always bringing me some amazing Bruce Marin. I got to get him back on the show. But you guys, she is unbelievable. She has worked and represented legends like John Travolta, Celine Dion, We've got Tom Selleck, Garth Brooks, Michael J. Fox, Trisha Yearwood. She has interviewed all of these amazing people, and she has come out with her own program and her own show. I'm super excited about that. It's the Living Full Out television show, and then she also works with nonprofits and has like this little competition to get funding for people who have nonprofits. I'm super excited about interviewing her. She became legally blind, and she decided that, you know what, she doesn't have to have sight to move forward and have a powerful future. And I cannot wait for you guys to meet her and join me tomorrow. So do me a favor and please join me tomorrow night. I'll be sharing out this promo right after the show. We've got Nancy Solari coming on tomorrow. It's going to be one heck of a story. I mean, I'm sure we're going to listen to her amazing journey, what she's doing now, stories of who she spoke with and celebrities that she has interviewed. But amazing to come over her disability. You guys all know that I have a blind son. So to be able to overcome those disabilities and have a successful future, I cannot wait to have her on the show tomorrow. So that is my guest tomorrow night, Nancy Solari, everybody. Super excited about that. So then we've got Sunday's show coming on, and we're probably going to try to do that Disciple Philip again since we didn't able to last week. And then I've got a wonderful guest coming on Monday. Coach Mel is coming back. So we have got a jam-packed lineup this week, guys. And again, thank you for letting me canceling on Thursday. I've been really busy on packing as we are moving here the very beginning of September. September is my favorite month. So of course we're practicing and moving in September. So you guys, please do me a favor and help share out this show and my promos. Let's get more attention on this show, please. And thank you guys for your support. We need it. So whether you're subscribing, whether you're hitting those likes and shares, whether you're cash apping, or ranting, or pills, I appreciate it all. But most of all, let's bring awareness to the show. And I thank you all for joining me tonight. Please give me a follow. You can follow me on X at Lady Hamilton AR1, Artist Corner TS. You can follow me on Pilled Truth and Gab at Lady Hamilton Art. Let's give some love to our wonderful moderators that really promoted this show like crazy today. Thank you, mods. You are truly the best. My team, Lady Hamilton Art. Mods, they rock. JJ, Frosty, Nancy, Hockey, and Try. You guys rock. Thank you so much for all that you do for me. I appreciate you being in the chats tonight as well. We are leaving today. I thought this song would be awesome since we had just an amazing girl on this show tonight. So we are going to be jamming out with Kevin Winnard. He's coming back on soon. I cannot wait. He's an amazing musician and amazing singer. And I thought this song would go perfect for our wonderful guest tonight. It's called That Girl. So let's load it up. Thank you guys so much for being with me tonight. I will see everybody tomorrow night. Everyone have a great Friday night. Everyone have a fantastic Saturday morning. And most of all, everyone, don't forget to be the light. I'll see you all tonight, tomorrow night. Everybody be blessed.
That girl, she's not like any girl you've ever seen before. And that girl is just too much. She's something else and more. She fills my heart and soul with so much happiness. It's true, I'd never ever settle down with less. Ah yes, and that girl, somehow she's got that special sparkle in her eye. I tell you, it's got me turning cartwheels in the sky. Strike up the band, let's hear it for the one who's got me in a world. She's got it, she's got that, and that's it. That girl. that girl, she's not like any girl you've ever seen before. And that girl is just too much. She's something else and more. She fills my heart and soul with so much happiness. It's true, I'd never settle down with less. Ah yes, and that girl, somehow she's got that special sparkle in her eye. I tell you, it's got me turning cartwheels in the sky. Strike up the band, roll out the cannon, run up the flag and tell the world I flipped my wig and dig. I love that girl. Talking about that girl.
Satellite coming down in 3, 2, 1.